Hey guys, it's Jen Lefforge. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you are here today. Today we are going to be talking dining reviews from my most recent trip to Walt Disney World, and you are not gonna wanna miss these. I ate at 4 great sit-down restaurants, and I can't wait to tell you what I thought. Okay, so I just returned from Marathon Weekend a little over a week ago. We had such a fantastic trip. I will put a link right here to the start of the vlogs from that trip and all of the great memories that I made, the friends that I met with, my great husband who was there. Just a really memorable and special trip. And as you guys know, if you've been watching the channel for a while, by the way, if you're new, I'm really glad that you're here. I love dining at Walt Disney World. It is a big part of the experience for us, and this trip was no exception. We were there 5 nights, and 4 of the 5 nights we ate at a sit-down restaurant. So I'm bringing you reviews today on the Ale and Compass restaurant, La Hacienda de San Angel in the Mexico area of Epcot, Il Mulino, New York, which is located in the Swan and Dolphin resorts, and then lastly, the ESPN Club at the Boardwalk. So the first place that I ate was at Ale and Compass. If you've already watched my vlog from that day, you know that I loved it. This used to be the Captain's Grill. It is located at the Yacht Club. It is right off the lobby. They did a complete refurbishment of this restaurant in just the last couple of years. The interiors are beautiful and elegant. It does not scream Disney, much like the feel of the Yacht Club in general, right? It's got a little bit more of a grown-up vibe, although of course it's at Disney, so children of course would be welcome there. This is not a signature dining restaurant. It is just 1 credit if you're using the Disney dining plan, and in my view, it is a fabulous value if you happen to be using the Disney dining plan. I was not. I did receive a 20% discount as a annual pass holder. They're offering a special right now on several different restaurants, so always make sure you ask about an annual pass holder discount. I ordered the sustainable fish. Only had water to drink, and I think did I get hot tea? I did. I got hot tea because it was very cold that day. And the fish was amazing. It was cooked to perfection. The sauce that it came with was delicious. It was just overall a very peaceful, nice experience. My server was excellent. And when you added that 20% pass holder discount, it actually ended up being a pretty good value. So I definitely am gonna give this restaurant an A+. I have eaten there now 3 times since it's changed over to the Ale and Compass. Twice for breakfast, had an excellent experience both times, and then now for dinner. And I think it's one of those really well-hidden secrets. I've heard others say that the steak here is very good. I just don't think you can go wrong. I took a glance at the dessert menu. I didn't go with any of that because typically the night before a race, I like to be really careful with my stomach. But I'm telling y'all, they had just a warm chocolate pudding on the menu that looked amazing. And next time I go there, and there will be a next time, I am definitely gonna try the warm chocolate pudding. So can't recommend this enough. It's actually very convenient if you happen to be touring Epcot that day and either you can't get a reservation for one of the Epcot restaurants or you just kind of want to explore the beach club and yacht club area. It is a short walk from the International Gateway. So actually, it would be less of a walk for you to go there than if you were in World Showcase to walk all the way to the front to go to, say, Garden Grill or Coral Reef or something like that. And definitely a fabulous experience that I can't recommend enough. So Ale and Compass, go there. The next place we ate, and this was with several of my friends who were there for race weekend, we went to La Hacienda de San Angel, which is the kind of newish restaurant on the right-hand side as you walk into Mexico. Don't confuse that with the restaurant that is inside the pavilion. This is actually up against the water. It is a beautiful restaurant, and I cannot give it enough praise for the location. We had a table right by the window. You really could not find a more idyllic spot to eat. However, the food here was not great for me. It wasn't bad. I got the vegetable tacos. It just was somewhat bland. I wasn't wowed by anything. I did get a margarita here, which was very, very good. So the margaritas are excellent. I did have a bite of my friend's guacamole and it was very good, but my entree was just so-so. I kind of got the same reaction from my table mates. Most of them will be watching this, so you guys comment below if you disagree with me. The service was fine. My friend did have her order screwed up and that had to go back to the kitchen. It just wasn't anything to write home about. It is not an inexpensive restaurant. They do not have any discounts except Disney Vacation Club. So we were able to get our 10% DVC discount here. But yeah, it was not, I'll be really honest. I have a local Mexican restaurant that I love. I love Mexican food, and this just didn't do it for me. And again, it wasn't like the food was horribly bad. It wasn't. Everything looked nice on the plate. The presentation was nice. The flavor just wasn't there, and it's just not a place that I'll feel like I need to return to. So I'm gonna give La Hacienda de San Angel an A for location, and gosh, if you could get a table in front of the window during illuminations, it would be amazing. But I'm gonna give it a C for food and probably a B for service. It was just a little lackluster. So that is my feelings there. I wanted to love it. I've been wanting to go to this restaurant for a long time. I just didn't. So there you go. The third place we ate is a place I have wanted to eat for a while, and that is Il Mulino, New York. Now, I will tell you in advance that my husband and I were hosted by the wonderful folks at the Swan and Dolphin, so thank you to them. My opinions are completely my own on this restaurant. I'm trying to think what I loved the most. We had everything. We did the appetizers. They had this, and I have a lot of footage for that meal that I'll insert here as I'm talking about it. They had this eggplant thing that they brought out with the bread. And then we did appetizers, and the calamari was amazing. And then we did a pasta course, and the pasta was amazing. And then we did the main course, which was phenomenal. Just everything we ate here was expertly prepared, beautifully presented. The wine was amazing. Our server, Derek, was so knowledgeable about the wines that he was serving us and where they come from in Italy, and talking to us about the different kinds of wine. He really knew the menu, and he was very passionate about everything that he served us, which really is kind of a nice thing. When your server loves the food they're serving you, you can kind of tell. I will say that this is definitely within the top 5 meals I have ever had at Walt Disney World. Now, Il Mulino is a signature restaurant. I'm not sure what discounts they accept. As I said, we were actually, we didn't pay for our meal, but I will check that and put that right here if they accept DVC or annual pass holder discounts. It is 2 table service credits, as I said, a signature meal on the Disney dining plan. We were there over 2 hours, so understand that this is one of those meals that's gonna be more of an experience. It's not, I mean, you could go in there and just order something quickly, I'm sure, but why would you want to? You know, it's really an evening to be enjoyed. Although it is a signature restaurant, we did see people dressed in all different ways. We saw people in shorts and t-shirts. There were kids in there. There were people a little more dressed up. Scott and I were a little more dressed up. And then we saw people that were in full, you know, suits and dresses. So it really, you could, they don't have a dress code, but it's definitely more of a business casual and above type restaurant. But again, anywhere at Disney World, unless they have a dress code, you could walk in your theme park clothes and feel perfectly comfortable. But it was just, the atmosphere was great, that our table was great. I loved walking around the Swan and Dolphin. I'd really not spent much time exploring over there, but I just loved the entire evening. Now, of course, part of that is because of my amazing husband, who finally was able to join me for a few days of this trip. But he's, you know, he travels a lot for work, so he has eaten at a lot of restaurants, and he said his veal parmesan was the best he's ever had. So Scott Lefforge does not, I tend to effuse high praise. I get that about myself. Scott Lefforge does not do that. So if he's telling you that it was one of the best meals he's ever had, it was really one of the best meals he's ever had. So cannot say enough. I'm giving this place A+ for location, right? Because it's right at the Swan and Dolphin. So whether you're at Hollywood Studios for the day, if you're at Epcot for the day, certainly if you're staying in the boardwalk area, very convenient. Obviously, if you're staying at Swan and Dolphin, couldn't be more convenient. I'm giving it an A+ for service. I'm giving it an A+ for the food, just the quality of the food. Oh, I didn't even talk about the desserts. Oh my gosh, you guys, the desserts. I will put a picture of the desserts here. Unbelievable. In fact, I was so bummed out because I was so full and I wasn't able to finish. Well, they gave us kind of all of the desserts, so it would be crazy if I could finish that. But everything we ate here was amazing. And then this last place is kind of a sleeper. And it's a place that we ate literally 12 years ago and haven't been to since because we did not have a good experience there. And it was the day before we left. We'd been at Magic Kingdom in the morning and we had about an hour before we were being picked up by our driver. And I was like, oh, let's run in and get a bite. How bad can it be? ESPN Club at the boardwalk. Y'all, it was excellent. I had the fish tacos, Scott had a burger, so just typical bar fare, but so good. And you know, I'm not really into sports, so I was like, I have really no desire to eat at the ESPN Club. We sat at the bar. Yeah, it's a little loud, but it wasn't very crowded. It was during the middle of the day. And I mean, the food was just, Scott said it was the best burger he's ever had at Disney. And I would say the same for the fish tacos. I love fish tacos, so I get them lots of different places. Excellent. Our server was great, even at the bar. Like, he was attentive, and I got my my grapefruit beer, which you guys know how I feel about my grapefruit beer. Very committed to the grapefruit beer. They do serve that there, so that was kind of nice. And it was just a great meal. So I know that I should have given it a second chance a long time ago when they kind of redid their menu and remodeled the inside. But gosh, once I've had a bad experience someplace, it really takes me a lot to want to go back, even if they have had a change in management and whatnot. But I can tell you guys, it was really good. Again, we did get a discount there. I don't remember if it was 10% or 20%. I'm pretty sure it was at least 10%. And they do offer an annual pass holder and a DVC discount. My rule of thumb is, though, just always ask because you just never know. Sometimes they have a Disney Visa discount, annual pass holder, Disney Vacation Club, always worth asking. So that's it. Those are the 4 sit-down restaurants where we ate. Thanks again to Il Mulino, New York for hosting us. We had a delightful evening. Cannot wait to go back. And I hope as you are planning your trip to Walt Disney World, of course we can always go to the same restaurants we've always gone to or those ones you hear everybody talk about. But it's also interesting to kind of veer off the beaten path a little bit and find those places that maybe not everybody has eaten and decide for yourself what your favorite restaurants are at Disney. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.